license before he can legally drive, become a nurse, a doctor, fisher, restaurant owner, business owner, accountant, and daycare owner. Licensing is one tool that the government uses to ensure people are certified and safe. However, one of the hardest jobs that many people worldwide will encounter in their lifetime currently requires no qualification whatsoever: parenting. Why should parenting be considered any less important than fishing or owning a restaurant? Our group resolved that the United States government should establish some form of parent licensing program. A parent is a father or mother, and a guardian is any adult who has been given the legal responsibility for children. Licensing is defined as a certificate that individuals receive as proof that they have permission to do something. Although the issue of parent licensing has not been debated yet in Congress, it is a topic that affects every parent, present and future. Parenting is an institution that has existed since the beginning of time, and even though there are no government-regulated laws for it, there is an extreme need for licensing. Child abuse agencies state that currently 5 children die daily due to child abuse. 3 times out of 4, those children are under the age of 4 years old. This can prove that parents may feel overwhelmed during the first few years with their child, which parent licensing classes can help prepare parents for, no matter their backgrounds. Further, 2/3 of people in drug rehabilitation were abused as a child, and 80% of 21-year-olds in the United States today that were abused as children had at least one psychological disorder. Evidently, abuse affects children for the rest of their life and can lead to serious issues for the child. Parent licensing is necessary because of the significant number of abused or neglected children in foster care, the fact that many states already have a budget for parenting classes, and because research has proven that a child is most affected from its first few months of development the most. Parent licensing will transform the unprepared parents of today into the better informed ones of tomorrow. To start, the number of children in foster care has nearly tripled since 1986. In 2006, which is the most recent information available, it was estimated that there were 510,000 children in foster care in the United States. 70% of those children in foster care were placed there because they were either abused or neglected by their parents, and on average they were 7 years old. What do these numbers prove? For one, America's foster care homes are overflowing with many young, innocent, and abused children. No matter what the cause of child abuse is, these statistics can illustrate how licensing could be utilized. Perhaps those kids were luckier than others, though, because the government has estimated that there are a couple million other children that have not been reported, aside from the 5.6 million that have been reported. If parents received proper education classes and licensing, however, then they might have thought twice before harming their undeserving child because they could have learned how to discipline them better. Second, many states already have a budget for parent classes, so why not make classes mandatory for parents to receive a license? All 50 states have some form of parenting classes in them. In Wisconsin, for instance, there's a $1 million budget reserved just for parenting classes that are open to almost everybody. The parent educators at the classes say that the young parents ask many questions, which they find to be effective and helpful. David Olds, founder of the Nurse Family Partnership and a director for family and child health at the University of Colorado says, quote, "By helping parents learn the basics of caregiving, they end up feeling more competent and less likely to be angry with a child, less likely to be depressed, so that reduces child maltreatment, either abuse or neglect. So if every parent in the United States attended these classes, then it is likely the number of abused or mistreated children would decrease." Third, scientists have proven that a child is most affected by his first few months of development the most. If child services do not remove a child from an abusive or neglected home in time, then it is extremely likely that they will be affected for the rest of their life. In the first couple of years, a child develops reflexes, different reactions, coordination, and mental capacity. Since 3/4 of the time that 5 children that die daily from abuse are 4 years old or younger, licensing parents could help prevent an altered life for young children. People who experience child abuse and neglect are 59% more likely to be arrested as a juvenile, 28% more likely to be arrested as an adult, and 30% more likely to commit a violent crime. Abuse can have many potential long-term negative effects on children, and licensing parents could help to reduce this. In conclusion, parent licensing would be beneficial because of the number of children in foster care, the parenting classes that are already established, and the developmental and long-term negative effects that abuse can have on a child. Do not allow these millions of children in America to live broken lives when America is capable of establishing helpful programs. To help reduce child neglect and abuse, The affirmative side is what you should choose. Thank you, and please vote affirmative.